Hello and welcome to my channel. I just got a package that arrived and I definitely want to make an unboxing video out of it because what has arrived is something I have been waiting for. Yes, you see, even my cat, or rather you hear, even my cat is impatient. I've been waiting for this for quite some time. And wow, I don't even know where to begin with this. So let me show just the box that arrived. So let me explain. This is a Kickstarter that I followed, that I paid for. Well, I paid for my decks, but I mean, I was there on Kickstarter to follow her. And I think this is something amazing, amazing, amazing. And I'm so curious to open this. It has arrived today and I'm going to make the video because I'm too impatient to wait for longer. And I am talking about the Gillian Wilde's Familiar's Way of Self-Development set. Development set. Finally. So let me explain before I even start opening this and showing the decks and so on and so on. Let me explain first of all. I have her other decks. She made a tarot that actually I got more by accident because I wanted her oracle, and the tarot was sand, and it's the tarot of the Naked Heart Tarot, and I think it's an amazing deck, very special. I haven't used it much for videos for the moment being, but I think this is something that is going to change, or rather I think that this is going to change some of it. And on Tarot Readers Academy she also had courses, and I took one. And honestly, I don't know her personally, but the videos that I saw, the class that I took, I think if there is a person where I would use the word kind, then it's her. I like her way. She has a very soft, kind way, so even if something goes deeper, you don't have the feeling that she's harsh on you and so on. So please, if that is the kind of person that you want to have to show you how to work with tarot or how to use tarot in very special ways, then go for her page, check on her page, check on her courses. For me, she's an amazing person. I'm very happy that I took that class, and I'm very happy that I saw this on Kickstarter and went for it. So let me shortly explain before I open the package. She not simply made a tarot, she made an oracle, and she made shadow worker. And the moment, you know, with tarot, that's my turf, so I'm getting curious. With oracle, and she has, you see there's an animal on it, so it's with animals, you have that's the Familiar's Way she's talking about. So power animals, that part of way, that's shamanistic, that's my way too. And then you come with the word shadow work and I'm lost, you know. I needed this package and I am so curious. So really, and also on this in this moment I want to explain, it came in 2 boxes, in thick cardboard boxes. It was, and again there was even you know, this plastic where you can, you know, with those little bumps in it, I don't know how you call it in English. So it was carefully packed, and it's really, nothing could happen to that deck. And I mean, I live in Luxembourg and it has quite a trip behind this deck, this box, this set, and there's nothing could happen to it. The way she packaged it, the way she cared for this, that you could be sure that it arrived completely in one piece without a scratch and whatever. So on this side already, thank you very much. And it shows to me how careful she is with things, and I just love her way, how she is. She's very, very special, and I think that she's really one of those where I'm even curious again what she will do after this. So after we come to her after this, let me open this box, let me show you the box. So here you see that there are 3 boxes in there, one for the tarot, one for the oracle, one for the shadow worker. So be sure this will be a video that's not over in 10 minutes, because if we're going through all this, I think it's over 200 cards or something like that in the whole, we will have some work to do. So let me show the box. This is the kind of style that she's using on the cards as I know it. So I'm just showing it how it looks. Take a look at this. There you can already get an idea on the cards. You get an idea on her art, on what she's doing, and you see this is amazing. And here you see actually, here you get an idea. So you have the tarot, and you have the familiar way oracle. So there you have the animals, and then you have shadow worker. So I am so curious about it. I saw several pictures of the tarot and several ones of the oracle, but I'm not sure I saw any of consciously saw any of the shadow workers. So is there a side that I didn't show you? Yeah, here you have the explanation on it, and again, wow, this is one, I love magpies, so this is really my thing. So let me open this. So just that nothing happens to it, logically it has this plastic around it, so it's good if you have nails so you can cut through. As I said, I'm really opening it here. Even the plastic around, I'm opening it right now. I haven't seen it in the hole. So that's it. So again, the boxes, it's not simply drawn in it, but it's slightly, you know, you can feel the images. So it's not simply an image like a photo put onto it, like a photo. So I'm going to try and get them out. So first of all, so this is really a set. You see, you have the box, and even in the box, I'm pretty sure that's the Hermit. Take a look at this, how beautiful this is made in the box itself. So it's not something, sometimes you have boxes and say, yes, okay, the tarot, but you are throwing the boxes away. So here we have, yeah, invited to journey beyond the ordinary. So that is when it came out. Well, the invitation is a little bit too late for me. So let me put that back. Here's the certificate of authenticity. And a small notification, but it's, wow, take a look at this. Right now I have goosebumps already, and I haven't even opened the boxes themselves. So let me just check, and let me start. Let me start with tarot. So again, the tarot box itself, you see, it's her kind of way to draw. So this is going to be, those are the images that you're going to see. Here is a first glimpse of them, and it's a box that opens quite easily. Sometimes you have to push and to pull, and I'm always scared to harm the boxes, to destroy the boxes. So first of all, we have the companion book. Again with her kind of images. Wow. No, it's not the Hermit I see. So not simply you have the explanation, but you have the images behind. So I like this, and it's not simply an explanation in itself, but you have, for example, the I'm going to take this one because I have quite some my soul family. We were talking about the priest, the high priestess. So this is the healer here, and you have it as familiar sway message. You have shadow experiences. You have astrology. Hey, I know someone who's going to jump on that one. Healer's intuition and oral wisdom, tarot spread. Don't tell me she has always a tarot spread for sure. She has for every card. So I guess for the yes, for the major arcana, she has for every card she has a spread even. So whoever is interested for me to use one of them, just tell me in the comments later on. So that gives me ideas how to work with and how to get used and acquainted to the deck. So you see this already, the pictures like this are already amazing. I like that when you have the picture underneath, slightly, just the way she is, you see through. If you see, you can still read, and you see the picture. And I think this is quite how I experienced her in the class, like I give you the message, but you will still see that my empathy is behind. So a little bit like that. So the box itself, we know this kind of boxes where the cards are set in. What I like here, so you get the cards out later on. And no plastic here, so just the small band. I'm trying to get it loose like this, because then this is my first bookmark in my books in that case, so I'm going to put it into the book. The card, those ones, I don't know how the other ones are going to be. Those cards have a golden edge, and let me check. So the cards are quite thick, and I'm wondering how they are going to be in shuffling. So we have the first card, that one where there is a joke where you see the card reader, the tarot reader, who has that card outside and say, oh, I'm always forgetting to take it out. So that is actually for me always a second bookmark. So I'm not going to lose them because I think they are too beautiful for it. And now let's check the deck. And I'm so curious. Wow. This is where I could start and talk about the Fool the whole way through. I think those were on my German parts of videos. I'm making, explaining for the moment being the major arcana. The major arcana of tarot, and I will stop with the Fool. So I started with the Magician, and I will end with the Fool. And I think this is, for example, I'm taking several examples, and I think that this is an example of a Fool that I really love to show people, because it's a step further. It's not the Fool that is still there and has to make that step into the emptiness, but it made already this step, and the dog is not simply following or keeping it back, but is at its side, at her side. So I think this is a very beautiful Fool. And the colors, okay, it's a question of taste, but honestly, aren't they lovely? So here I just let me go through them correctly. The Magician. The Healer. She changed the names, and I think that this is pretty much okay. Well, it's always a question of taste. A lot of people say no, it's tarot, and you have to call her the High Priestess. But I think as cards evolve, as tarot evolves, as we as readers evolve, sometimes the name has to change too. Let me get back to one of my favorite stories, The Never-Ending Story. The princess needed a new name too, and I'm talking about the book, not about the movie. The princess needed a new name too, and this is a little bit the same. Some of our cards are princesses that need new names. No, wait a second. So now I'm missing. Do I miss one? Just a moment. Oh, okay. Here we are. Here's something else too that I think is amazing. A bike. So we get away from simply old archaic images. I think this is important for us to see tarot in our today world, to be reminded of messages from the cards whenever we take a step out of our homes. This is amazing. Honestly, I think that here is a deck that, I know it's always a question of taste, but I already love the images now. And I'm just taking a first look, so I am curious to work with this, with the 3 decks, and I'm curious to see the other ones. So I don't want to go through it too quickly. Wow. Do you see the colors? Honestly, this is so beautiful. Some time ago, someone on a Facebook page asked what is the deck we are just in love with and we are working with, and I have the feeling that I'm just about to fall in love with a deck I'm just holding in my hands. Thank you so much for this being possible. Oh wow, one of my friends, when I just took a look at this card and I'm saying, wow, that's her. I wonder if she recognizes herself. She gives the personal cards also another name. So curiosity of spirit, experience of spirit, introspection of spirit, integration of spirit. Of feelings, not of cups. I like this. You have all the elements on it. There are some cards that will be in a certain way challenges, but other ones I see them and it's like I'm saying, oh yes, that part of the message of that card. I am just flashed. This is so beautiful. I think this is amazing. I like her Three of Swords, especially on the Naked Heart Tarot. I think this is a beauty of a card. But I like this too, also with the color and the red that comes out. But I also, because she calls it Three of Thoughts. And I think this is something that we're sometimes missing with the Three of Swords, that people are a lot in, it's heartbreaking. No, it's the thought about heartbreaking, about what we consider to be heartbreaking. It's not the heartbreak itself, in my eyes. So this, I think this is very, very interesting. And I think this is, normally if I have tarot, I rarely read the books, because it's very often the same thing and so on. But I am very interested to read those books, because when I just take a look at the pictures, I am absolutely aware that she goes further, she goes deeper in her soft, in her kind way. And I am so curious to read about it and to learn maybe even new aspects, because even if I'm into tarot for years now, and I have already dared bringing up other aspects concerning the cards, I think that I like it when it even gets broader, if I can even broaden my knowledge and broaden my understanding of how the card can be seen. So I know I'm going to read her book. This, for example, I think this is amazing. That's my power animal. So thank you to bring it in. So let me put those back in the box, that nothing happens to them, because this is a treasure. This is the most beautiful treasure that I got for this year. So to start actually my year like this, and I have to say, no, you say, okay, it's we just started February, but because I am very much, I started getting in touch more and more with things like Taoistic numerology and stuff like that. So I really have that feeling that the year only begins now, as in the Far Eastern cultures. And for me, this is really my beginning with such a set. So now we come to the familiar way. So now it's certainly more the animals. And again, take a look at those images. It even goes around. The boxes have that soft touch. So here are the animals. You remember him? It was on the card. So you see, it's actually the animals that you have already found on the cards. And I think this is beautiful. This is fabulous. I know a lot of people said that it was an expansive. Wait a second. See, even did I miss that? Just a moment. Okay, here you had adventures are better with friends. Awaken the wild wisdom in this space. Bonds are forged, relationships are nourished, and primal wisdom speaks. I like that. That's my thing. So here we have a darker touch to the box, but again, it's so beautiful. So as I was saying, people said that it was quite expensive and they didn't know if they should back it up. And honestly, I have not yet worked with it, but just looking at all this, it is worth every cent. The quality is amazing. The carefulness it was packed into, it is honestly, There are people, if they see this deck now being used, I think that they are going to say, okay, maybe I missed something, because yes, it had its price, but this price is absolutely legit, honestly. Alone, but just taking a look at what I have been seeing for the moment being. So, and what do we have here? So we have the animals. I think this is amazing, because the first one I open is the lemur. I'm not really sure I have seen them very often in decks. The frog, yes, the fox, okay. The eagle, the duck, dolphin, donkey. Oh, and for people like me, very practical, they come in alphabetical order. Even that is perfect. A llama. An octopus, I love them. Here for my sister. I know exactly what you're going to read when you touch this book. Shark, amazing. And you have spreads, special spreads concerning them. So I am, let's go. So again, well, we know the system. We know the quality of the cards. Let me also here just open this. Am I wrong? I think the cards are a little bit smaller. They don't have exactly the same size. The second one, so again here you don't have an animal on it, but again, you know, this beautiful cards, so not to lose them. The cards this time are lined in some, I like this color. I cannot even explain the color, you know, it's not the typical golden, it's the darker, it's like bronze, and I am a fan of bronze. That's a metal that I love, that I really love. So let us go through the cards. Just let me put the box away so I can put them down. They're very smooth. I will just try and fan them out later on, just to find out if they are easy to be fanned. But those are a little less thick, but still a very good quality and very smooth in the touch. How cute is this? A caterpillar. Normally you see the butterfly, but rarely in the caterpillar. Chameleon. Crow. Ah, there you see the dog of the card, the dolphin. The colors around, they are so beautiful, that art. Sometimes you do not need, especially concerning animals, you don't need too much of it on the cards. You don't need all the story. Sometimes you have cards with animals and you have all the story around. You're not concentrating on the animal anymore. So I think those are simple but so beautiful, and oh, I know someone else who's going to react to that, fox. I'm curious about some of the explanations. The giraffe, also something I don't see very often. A finch also. Not all. You have birds, or just more complete as birds, but not like this. And gorillas, you normally see the big gorilla, and here to see the small ones. I'm so curious to read what she's going to say about. That's quite a hedgehog. And for my other sister, I love them. They don't love me, but I love them. I think this is so beautiful. Mouse. I think they're so cute. Also, something I rarely see on cards. Again, for my sister. Am I wrong, or is that Athena? So not sort of all the owls are Athenas, but there is one which in Latin is called Athena, and it looks exactly like that one. So I think it's Athena. So that's my patron goddess. Sorry, excuse me, that's not an inside joke, but an outside joke. So someone like Benedict Cumberbatch would have a problem with the deck too? Actually, no. This does not look like a rabbit, it looks like a hare. There's a huge difference for me actually between it, because I think the hare is more elegant and has so it's different for me. So that's not a rabbit for me, that's really a hare. But that's just me, okay? Don't get me wrong. Seagulls. I have never seen seagulls in a deck. Amazing. Wow. I like the way of that skunk. Sort of as if someone tells you you stink and you say, so what? I like that one. You have to understand, I'm trying to shut up a little bit, because every card, or nearly every card that I take a look at, I could go and explain things about the animals and explain things about how you can understand their lessons. But I want to read her book first, because I think that I'm going to say too much about it. But honestly, this is... this is so beautiful. So I had seen several of those cards and several of the tarot, but now comes actually the deck. I have not knowingly seen any card at all. So now I am very, very, very curious. Shadow Worker, embracing the divine darkness. thank you for this already. Let me explain. Some short time ago, someone messaged me with the words, hello, daughter of light. And I said, I don't consider myself as a daughter of light, definitely not in a negative way. So I consider myself more as the daughter of darkness, but not in that way that people think that darkness is something bad and something evil or whatever. But again, from the Taoistic touch, from the Taoistic point of view, and from the symbol, the yin-yang symbol, Tai Chi, actually, what I didn't know for years is that before they when they are drawing such a symbol, they start with a black one. So they make a black circle and then simply they put in the white. So, and the blackness in their point of view is the absolute core where every option and every possibility is in it. And that's why I think that we start with blackness. You know, it's like a blackboard and then you draw with white chalk on it. So for me this idea is, so here to say the divine darkness, so it's not something, okay, you have to go through darkness and darkness is something bad and you just have to try and bring out the best. No, we're becoming aware, and we are invited to become aware that our darkness is nothing bad but something divine too. So let me try and open that box. No, I don't want to force this. It's a little bit tougher to open. So let me see if there's something in there. You are worthy, deserving, safe, lover. Am I right? Safe, lovable enough. You matter. So again, still same box. Now we have less color, but I'm so curious. So first of all, if I said I am going to read the books, there's something to be read. So an experimental guide to relational wellness by exploring the shadow through the kaleidoscope lens of the tarot. A guided workbook. I am just having goosebumps all over, and trust me, I am not going to write in this book. I'm going to have a notebook at my side, a beautiful notebook, because I have beautiful notebooks, and I'm going to make this, I'm going to work with this, but I'm not going to write in this book, so that maybe in 2 or 3 years I can pick it up again and restart all over and seeing what steps I have done, what has changed, and so on. But this is quality work. This is, honestly, all this time, this work, this, wow. I am really grateful that I hold all this in my hands. With explanations. Okay, I see something here. I'm very careful because I have an NLP master and I'm a systemical, and so for me it's not the one inner child, and there is one slight problem with this way, but I'm not saying that it is used the same way here. I haven't started this, and I'm pretty sure that she's going to use it in a correct way, even if she used the word just out of the real psychological context. But we're going to see that later on. But honestly, this is something I told someone yesterday. Whatever you feel is okay. Yes, to be sure to understand that we need our anger, we need our honestly, well, I am already curious to go through this with the chakra work. That is the class, the course that I took with her, and it's an amazing one. Honestly, it is an amazing one. So let me check the cards. Again, as always. So to dare already to make black cards, honestly, I am flashed. This is amazing. I have goosebumps all over. Take a look at this. I think this is amazing. I don't know, I see like a bird that is lying on the floor, on its back. So maybe there are people who are going like, oh, those are only scratches or something like that. But this brings us into, so you could say tarot is something you can still go in mentally, even if logically, because of, so no, let me put it like this. Between our left and our right brain hemisphere, so between our conscious part and our unconscious, our subconscious part, tarot is like a dictionary, okay? That is like the part where you go with images, and then you have like the power animals, where you can go into spiritual voyages, into shamanistic voyages, and it take you a little bit deeper than simply just subconscious in its first level. And then you come to places where it is abstract, and there you go with images like this with sort of scratches. For example, in the northern shamanism, you have the idea of a Fylgja. Fylgja is like your power animal, or rather your totem, your inner totem. And they are saying, a lot of people keep stuck on the point that they say it's an animal, but actually there are three forms: a human form, an animal form, and an abstract form. So this goes immediately, exactly those three steps. We have it: human form, tarot; animal form, oracle; abstract form, this. I don't know if Gillian Wilde knows about this, but she, in my eyes, she's tapping absolutely into this. I'm interested. There are a lot of people who go into this, the point of guilt. So I think it's interesting to see this, how people would react. I'm reacting to that. Lonely. Take a look at this. I don't know if through the video it's possible to get this idea, but just letting those simple images touch me, I sense exactly the feeling behind. So I think this is unseen. Take a look at this. And you have those, they don't have a word. I'm interested if I'm going to find them, or if it is the possibility to put your own words on it. There was again a word. black ones, so you can draw them yourself, but in a black way. So this is honestly, I think this is interesting also. I'm thinking of, I was invited to go to an exposition of someone who drew, made pictures, and he had one and he called it Don't Squeeze Me, and here you have squelch written on it. So I wonder if he feels himself in this picture too. So this is, and here I forgot to say before, so again it's etched, but in a black way, but still etched. So this, my dears, is not simply my new deck, it's a new set. I have goosebumps all over. I think this is so marvelous. This is so beautiful. I'm very curious to start working with this. I am so happy, so glad and so thankful to have this, and I am so happy that I decided to back it. And again, thank you very much, Gillian, for this gift. It is worth everything, and it is more than I could have imagined. I was so curious, and I am absolutely not disappointed. I am, well, more than, it's more than I imagined. It's more than I have been waiting for, and I am so curious, and I am eager to start working with this. I hope you like my video. If you like my videos and are curious about what is going to come, maybe even the work with those decks, you are welcome to follow my channel. You are welcome to comment me if there's anything you want to know, if there's anything I can help you with. And I'm going to put the link of Gillian's site into the comments of the video, because honestly, if this is something you are looking for, even I'm saying just the images, maybe the other tarot that she has and so on, please check her site and check her courses. She's an amazing woman, and I think that just looking through those cards has already proven, and also seeing the books has already proven, that she puts all her heart into it, and this is simply beautiful. Thank you.